A land of such varied riches as are to be found in South Africa is bound to be fiercely contested. And so her history has been one of conquest, subjugation, and resistance, culminating in the recent genesis of a unified democratic nation just a quarter of a century ago. Follow this remarkable story with us as we explore South Africa from colonization to liberation. In the great era of European sea trade expansion, strategic control of the southern tip of Africa was an important prize. It was claimed by the Dutch, who rapidly established a colony and began to squeeze out the indigenous peoples. Soon the British began to compete for the region, which felt the effects of wars and political upheavals on the other side of the planet in successive occupations. The colonizers and other settlers quelled resistance from local inhabitants, and by the advent of the 20th century, the seeds of legislated racial discrimination and division had been sown. Colonial industrialization had a major impact on traditional social organization. With economic migration and the fracturing of communities came much hardship. By the middle of last century, the segregation of South Africa's people was nearly complete. The establishment of the Republic in 1961 finally cemented the apartheid regime, which lasted for more than 3 decades. Resistance to this tyranny by Black South Africans and their friends, both locally and abroad, continued unabated, despite vicious retribution against all those who flew in the face of apartheid's laws. The struggle for the nation's freedom was fought on many fronts and in a myriad ways. International pressure and an underground campaign partnered with mass resistance and an armed struggle, all of which eventually bore fruit in the 1990s with the release of political prisoners. Nelson Mandela's inauguration as democratic South Africa's first president, followed by the adoption of our constitution in 1996, has finally brought the country's ethos in line with international ideals of freedom and equality. Join us to witness this painful but proud history and celebrate the heroism of those who shaped our democracy.